Working with Lee and Josh was so refreshing. It's really good when you get into a studio with artists that have been supported through what it is they're doing, and when they're supported they feel more secure, so they take more risks.
Working with Botis was fantastic. I think the energy of the group, it really got a really good connection with the group. It was good, it was funny. I enjoyed kind of dissecting and asking questions.
I knew Caramel from a kind of different world through performance because I've seen her perform. So I know she's got a lot of depth, so you just kind of see an artist with many different levels of things that they can commit themselves to as a performer.
So in the time that we spent together, I just tried to listen to what it was that they were trying to achieve. What it allows you to do is really try and pick up on their vision. If you can pick up on their vision, then you can help them create that rather than superimposing what I think is the right thing to do.
So we did a couple of exercises. That one is when you develop a script or when it's created, it's given to you, it kind of works in stages. There's certain rhythms, as even with a dancer, there's certain rhythms and certain energies within each part of the text. And because they'd developed the text and devised it and hadn't really put it all together, it all seemed like one mush of the same energy. So it was more about their stories, their relationship to each other, and what if somebody said something to me, how did that person react because of their relationship? So it was just about layering the text and kind of developing how the text sits within their character and their emotion.
I think the story that she's telling is kind of art reflecting life, because it's like looking at coming home, refining the soul. So it's looking at this point in her life, how she wants to be seen as a performer, as a woman, how she thinks about the world and life, and be more reflective in that on stage rather than what could be seen as choreography and dancing.
I think it's a really important question that they're asking, because now there are great situations that are evolving around citizenship, around inclusion, around where we fit in society, and they're being quite fearless in how they're approaching that question. So I think the audience is going to be challenged, but in a good way.
I think it says what it does on the tin. It's a very visceral exploration of being human and life as performance. Whether that's focusing on privilege, focusing on tribal behavior or spiritual behavior. What you're getting great choreography and great dancers, but you're getting this inner being, this inner emotion that the audience can relate to. And I think that's what will surprise people and kind of make people sit up a little bit more, because there's an emotion and a performance that it does exist in hip hop, but from these particular people, not as much thus far. And I think more so this time that the power comes because they've articulated that a little bit more. So I think you get very articulate, visceral performance.